My full name is Violet Irene Rupp.
John Edward Cook.
My name is Ellen Charlotte Young. I was born Ellen Charlotte Werther.
Malvina Belanger.
Shirley Young. Clara Matilda Raven.
William John Young.
Emily Harriet Sky.
Wilmer Morris Green.
Noella Geraldine Spence.
I'm 68.
I'll be 67 September.
I'm 72.
And I'm 64 years old.
60. I'm 60 years old.
63.
77.
62.
61.
House of the Rising Sun.
Here in the real world, I guess.
I like a lot of Elvis Presley's music.
Yeah, any kind of songs is good. I really like the gospel ones.
Gospel songs. A Picture of You Without Me.
I've always been crazy.
Probably Gospels.
Love Hurts.
Titanic.
10 Commandments, I guess I really enjoyed.
My favorite movie is Dances with Wolves.
My favorite movie is Titanic.
Urban Cowboy.
The gods must be crazy.
CSI.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Once were warriors.
This Price is Right.
Mystery Channel, I like a lot of mystery stuff.
Grey's Anatomy.
I only listen to the news.
Big Bang Theory.
I always watch CSI.
Price is Right.
Big Bang Theory.
Bannock, moose meat, fish, steak, of course.
Well, that's a tough one to answer. Hamburger. You can make anything.
I like moose meat and bannock. Yeah.
Moose meat and fish.
Toast and bananas.
Pierogies with bacon.
Dried moose meat.
Wild food.
Steak.
Pizza.
1,000-piece jigsaw puzzles.
I don't know if you can call it a hobby, but I like cleaning my yard.
Is reading, actually. I enjoy reading. I
Hobby would be bingo.
Singing. Word perfect, I think you call that.
Play my guitar, I guess.
Play with my buddies.
Fishing.
Playing Texas Hold'em.
Singing, I guess.
Listening to people.
hidden talent. I'm actually a sew. I do a lot of. I used to do a lot of sewing when I was younger.
I guess it's my singing. I very seldom sing, only in church.
I sing sometimes, yeah.
I'm a comedian. No, just kidding.
Pay up my bills, buy a new truck, upgrade my house, and help my kids purchase houses.
Pay up all my bills. I got so many bills.
I would give my kids some money to help pay off all their bills. And then, I don't know, I would put it away and maybe take a trip somewhere.
I would make pavement in my community.
My children housing, and then share the rest with the community. Buy a house.
I would set up a land-based cultural camp for kids.
share my family.
Buy a new vehicle.
Buy myself a new trailer.
Liza Evele, she used to be a teacher. Oh, my youngest daughter, Natasha, as well as the rest of my kids are also my best friends. Peter, Christina, and Tatiana.
My sister Irene, I guess, would be my best friend that I can think of right offhand. So.
I think my husband, Frank William Young.
Be Elwin Belanger, my husband.
My sister Geraldine Green.
Is my boss, Karen Cook.
Victor Hardesty.
Dwayne Rennie Bushy.
It's growing, and I have the opportunity to teach here going on 40 years. So I admire the community, I admire the people, the children.
Well, right now, our school is such a beautiful school that I'm very proud that we have this nice facility for our students. And also, I'm proud of our river. It's a heritage river, and there's a lot of fish in the river. So.
I take pride in this new school we have. It's beautiful. I don't know what else. It's like you're in a different world when you're in this school. I take pride in the fact that we are starting to make changes for the better in our community, and I hope we can continue those changes.
Of the community members, and the resources that are being provided now today, as if we never had it before.
The scenery.
When people participate on events like Fish Derby and that.
The beauty of the river and the history behind the name of our river.
People, reserve and people.
The school.
Elvis Presley, of course, is one of my favorite singers.
I wouldn't mind meeting Alan Jackson.
Share.
What's his name again? Carl Quinn. I like his music.
Johnny Depp.
I'll say Elvis Sansky.
Shania Twain.
Clint Eastwood.
Johnny Depp.
Former Chief Harry Cook. He's the one that built this community.
What comes to mind is Pierre Elliott Trudeau, I guess, more or less. I think he brought the First Nations issues out to the forefront of the governments.
Louis Riel would be interesting to meet him and see his background and what he fought for, and yeah.
I'd like to meet the Queen. Sit down, have coffee with her, and tell her everything.
Elvis.
My husband, I guess.
Chief Dan George.
Olivia Newton-John.
Hank Williams Sr.
Not to move out of the community, because I have been thinking about relocating.
Not to smoke too much or drink too much.
I wish I would have got more educated at a younger age.
Live more abundantly.
My diabetes, I guess.
Drinking.
Have a good health.
Be a truck driver.
My father, former Chief Harry Cook. We used to have talks together when he was a chief and I was growing up.
It'd be my mother. I would like to talk to my mother.
Probably my mom. My mom was on palliative care for a long time, and she had dementia. So even when I went to visit her, it wasn't quite the same. So I would love to have a conversation with her when her mind was still with us. And
My grandparents, Alfred and Bella Cook, they always were the most kind-hearted people in this community.
My mother.
My parents.
My dad.
My granddaughter, Alexis Swampy.
the jokes that my auntie Stella used to tease about. So she'd joke around. So she made me laugh quite a bit.
My kids just make me laugh all the time. My grandchildren make me laugh. Without them, life would be so boring. My son is forever being the sarcastic person he is, or he always makes me laugh. Yeah.
My husband, when he walked into a stop sign, I still laugh at it today. No, it wasn't a stop sign, it was a no parking sign. He's always looking all over on the road, and we heard a big ting, just like there was nothing in there.
When I remember my past jokes,
Being with my friends and just joking around and fishing.
When my mom passed away, and my dad and my two brothers, those were the saddest, especially my dad. When he passed away, was one of the saddest times of my life.
The loss of my mother and my dad, my parents, is the saddest part of my life.
Probably losing my parents and losing all the relatives we've lost, even someone who I'm not related to, and we've lost.
I lost my two sisters in 1967 in a house fire. Then I lost my best friend too, my brother, who was my best man. And then losing my grandparents, and then my two granddaughters. One was 19, the other one was 22. It was hard, the hardest thing in my life I think I had to endure.
when I lose my loved ones,
When I lost my loved ones,
Losing my brother, Abby.
When somebody passes away.
My parents passing away.
Oh, when I lost my parents,
Would be when I had my kids, the birth of my children. There was the happiest times.
Seeing my children born, being there when my child was being born, I think that was the happiest moment of my life. Yeah.
Having my children.
My wedding day, and I'm always overwhelmed with joy when all 8 of my children were born. I was the happiest mother in this world.
have my grandchildren.
Meeting my present wife, that's Bonnie.
When we met jokes.
Joke around with my friends.
I wouldn't change anything.
Probably not. I don't think so. I might change things along the way, but I think other than that, I think I've had reasonably a good life.
I guess, yeah, I would make maybe some changes, but yeah, I would start over again. Maybe I wouldn't take so long getting my degree that I got, and doing things a little bit differently and changing my time frame around. Yeah.
I don't think so, because I've come this far, and I know I have a lot of wisdom, and I provide a lot of feedback to my children, not only my children, my grandchildren. My job is not completed yet, because I've endured a lot of negative and some positive things in my life. And I wouldn't want community members or my children or my grandchildren to endure what I went through, because it was a hard life.
I would make it much more exciting to live forward, to live a good life.
Yeah, I would. Sometimes that's how I feel. Sometimes I wish I could just rewind the clock if there was, start over.
Yes, definitely.
Probably.
Yeah.
yeah.
As a good worker, a person that loves her people, and that helped the children achieve their goals in school.
I'd like to be remembered like a guy that cared for all the children, that every child that is in my presence, I'll treat them like my own. And I think that's something that I would like to be known for.
I think I'm a kind person, and I'd like to be remembered for my kindness in helping people.
I'd like to be remembered as, I encourage people not to ever give up, and I always implement the Creator. Pray to the Creator. Prayers are the most important thing in life.
Who I am, and not from the past, but from now, and what things I did good in my life. Not to remember the bad things about me. Just to celebrate my life, not cry about it. Don't cry over me one day. Just celebrate my life.
I'm sure people will remember me for my good works, is it?
My caring and my sense of humor.
Probably they're gonna miss me.
To keep going to school and get your education and become successful, and successful to help our community, and also, not to get into illegal drugs or alcohol, to stay healthy and work hard to achieve your goals in your life, for yourself, for the community, and for your family.
I'd like them to start helping each other out, love one another, help each other out, like I say, in classroom. I've been encouraging them to do that. Every time I visit the classrooms, I would encourage the boys and girls to help each other out during their school years. Because when you think about it, they're all advancing to the next grade all together. So I think it would be good if they start helping each other out and start caring for each other.
Continue on with your education. Don't let anybody or anything stand in front of your dreams. Dream big, go for it. Like you've got to make changes. If you have to make changes, then do it, and just finish school and see if you can get a good education.
Go for your education. Education is the key to success. Go for a degree. You can get anything you want. You can have a car, you can have your own house, you need to make that money, but in order to do that, you have to get an education. Everybody has to have that education to achieve in their careers a degree. And that's my advice to all the young people. Never give up. Even if you do miss a year, get up and do it again. Finish what you have to do. Your grade 12, then go right to university or college. You'll never ever be sorry.
Day by day, learn day by day. Do things better, not for the worst. That's what I would like them to have, and not have alcohol or drugs. Leave them alone. I don't like alcohol and drugs. I hate alcohol and drugs. So I wouldn't want them to get stuck there, to try and move forward.
Talk to them, I guess. That's what I do right now. Like, I talk to the young people, how to live or say no to drugs and all that.
Finish your schooling. Stay away from the drugs and alcohol, and relearn your culture again and identity as Anishinaabe people.
To listen and be good to young people.
Not to take meth or anything, including drugs.
Stay away from drugs.